Yeah, yeah. The cat is being really, really aggressive. He just attacked me and ran right over me. So he's behind me. He's probably going to jump on my shoulder or something. So I woke up a better person today, even though I'm all crooked and stuff. But that's okay because I'm a crooked old man, you know? Don't attack. But I thought that if I talked a little bit more about what's going on with me or how I feel or whatever's on my mind, that by the time 11 o'clock comes this morning, because right now it's like 6:30, that I'll have the fortitude to sit with this woman who is totally redirecting me and purposefully too, I think, in her some blinders that she has on. I don't want to trigger the doctor in any capacity whatsoever. So explaining it to her should be as simple as, I got home and the spirit talked to me. Well, through my body, it certainly did, didn't it? My hair's all yucky today. So, yeah, what is today, anyways? It's like the 17th, or is it still the 16th, or what is it? 16th. Yeah, so, that two timer, and then it's the thief, but it can also be the pirate, which is, kind of fun. Because we all like the pirate, but we hate the thief. So we learned this through Johnny Depp and the Herd Girl. I don't know her. I don't know any of that stuff. And so the 16. Well, it's an interesting number, the 16, because I don't know. It's internal and it's sweet, right? Because everybody knows that sweet 16. It's sweet. It's internal. The 7, but sweet 16, and then it's that thief upon the sweet 16, upon the internal nature of sweet 16. So innocence. Yeah. So I would say that the doctor didn't have any ill intent towards me, but that I think that what we're dealing with is because of the insurance card. The insurance. My insurance is your insurance. That's basically what it is. It's federal, and it's Medicaid, and yeah, I'm sure that billing and all of that, the feds just aren't reliable. At any rate, there's probably protocol that they need to redirect patients, and then of course label them as drug users and or psychotic. I remember when the COVID began, is right when I got the insurance. So then I went over there to La Clínica de Familia. And, when it says de Familia, it's like El Chapo de Familia. It's all in the family. And you realize that all of the workers are from other countries and not from America, and that they actually are controlling the business. They're running it. So the doctors come in on a part-time basis from their other offices, participating in this federal portion of it, and it's the nursing staff that's actually in control. La familia. It's in the family. So anyways, dealing with them, it was really crazy. But that's when I got the insurance. And so they were directing everything towards psychosis. Yeah, it was the COVID. So they were redirecting everybody to go and get counseling. That is, this is all perfectly normal. Yeah, it's perfectly normal for the governor of New Mexico to shut down our parks so we couldn't walk the dogs. I mean, they shut down open air parks. And, the extreme of stupidity was beyond everybody. They all just went stupid. And they should admit to it. Everybody should admit to it in the industry, and it's hard. I don't mean to trigger anybody. Like if I go to sit with the doctor, or if I'm sitting with anyone, a nurse, anybody, a business person, and say, look, y'all went stupid. And you believed a lie. And he's so cute. He's such a cute. Sometimes he looks at me like he don't know who I am. When he does that, I know he's possessed. I had the door open for a while, and he got the cold air all chilled all over him, and he saw a wild cat, and so now he's doing his hunt. He's gonna figure it out that he's a cat. Anyways, Sweet 16 gets added unto by the thief by one number. Yeah, so the 7 becomes the 8. So today is about power and control. It's time. Yeah, it's time, as it is management. So it's the manager who can sacrifice their own time in order to get the work done. It's a businessman's number. So the Tav is there, the X between the globes of time, as it is the Ouroboros twisted, eating itself his own tail. So it's everlasting, as it is infinity, everlasting. So it's a sacrifice between one side to the other. So sometimes it's almost as if authority can be ripped away from you, or any sense of reality can be ripped away from you. Your own foundation pulled out from underneath you in order to make such a crossing. It could be, physically, it could be spiritual, and it could, or be delusional, like emotional. I don't know, the spirituality portion is actually the delusional portion through ritual. If there's a ritual taking place, then certainly there's a delusional factor of royalty. Royalty. They cross that Cosmati floor, the ascension floor, they crown themselves, they become the king. So, yeah, we know where that goes, in truth. So I have to sit with the doctor, who is redirecting me because she doesn't believe that I have lymphoma. She doesn't believe it. And this is going to be a difficult thing. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe she'll let go of that control and say, oh, well, then if that's what you want to do, go over there. I don't care. Here. Because I already checked on the provider is under the insurance and it's covered. Yeah. And it's not that I'm trying to say you don't know better. No. No, how do you do that without offending someone's authority? They're it's their business is to be a doctor, and well, I like her as a doctor, but she's not very hands-on as a doctor as the past. I've known the past where doctors just poke you and stick you and find out what's wrong with you inside your body. But that's usually an internal medicine practitioner, not general practitioner. General practitioner is maybe, and then even not. No. So, unless it's presented, But you would think, if you say that you have trouble swallowing, wouldn't you want to, see if the tonsils are big? Maybe it's the tonsils? Never mentioned the tonsils to me. Never looked for them. I have my tonsils, but that's not what it is. And I guess she knows that too, but she's redirecting me. I don't know why. I don't want to say that word to her. That's like accusatory. She's, yeah. See, I have to refocus myself. Because I'm so offensive. My mother had problems with this. My family had problems with it really bad. The way I would express myself sounds so offensive. What? I really want to know. And it confuses them. And so I present scenarios ahead of them to make them speculate on things so that I can then gradually move into my expression. And then that just totally confuses them too. And it's only I wanted them to be aware of the direction I want them to look at so that I can present them to them, because I know that they can't do it on their own. Or they won't. So I don't know my doctor personally to be able to amplify that kind of effect on her, that I could redirect her attention, other than just take back my own authority. But I don't want her to reject it, because if she says no, then that's it. What do? She says no, I have to go to another doctor. God. So I have to be so kind. I should bring cookies. Here's cookies. Let me have what I want. Do the mother technique. Give them guilt. Give them guilt and they will do the right thing. That was my mother's technique. I guess I learned from that too. I should hope that I don't make any of y'all who listen in feel guilty about anything. Nothing. I mean, you ain't guilty of nothing. You haven't done nothing. Of course not. No. And even if I don't know, I say things in conversation that can sometimes hit a key to someone. And that's when we get triggered. When the key is touched, something like a memory flow, and it can pull through, it's like, well, no, I'm not psychically looking in your room. I'm not looking in your room. I'm not doing any spying from secret places. I don't do that. Purely coincidental, right? Even though that doesn't exist. It's synchronicity in its own part, of course. We should see it everywhere. And if we can harness it, we can manifest, I believe. And that's part of the whole process of redirecting, channeling, right? We've been training ourselves for a long time. I never thought of having a channel, but I knew what the word channel meant before we had the computer, channeling and things like that. I was very interested in that sort of thing as a younger person. Telekinetics, telekinesis, this and that, and empathy, things that express that. I remember when I was a little kid, and I don't know why, I was obsessed with this thought going on in my head. It was my own thought. And I wish I had a teacher to have said, oh, grab that thought, because that thought is your friend. But in my classrooms, I remember like being in the 3rd, 4th grade, very young. What is that, 7? And then going an 8 or what? No, 7 years old or so. I was thinking that they could hear my thoughts. That everybody could hear my thoughts. It was freaking me out. And so I was like, whoa, where are all these thoughts coming from? And everybody can hear my thoughts. So I started testing it. I'd look at someone in the room, the back of their head, or the back of their head, the back of their head, in the classroom. And I would focus on that person or persons, whatever, and I would send out the thoughts. Hello, can you hear me? You with the blue shirt. You're sitting in the 2nd row. Yeah. The teacher's talking to so-and-so. And then trying to get them to like lift their head up and look around the room like, who's talking to me? But it never happened. I never got anybody to actually show any nuance that they were being affected by any of that. So I would like focus my force it out, like straining the brain to get the thoughts from my mind to your mind, my thoughts to your thoughts. Yeah, because it's a frustrating thing to be lost in thought abandoned by them, by that which is surrounding you, that has no concept of what's going on inside. Now, our world is exterior to ourselves, and the distractions are a wonderful thing to keep the mind from going in and looking at the eye, because it's quite scary, especially for a child. So it's the imaginative world that fails it. Yeah. And thank God, because I know of the mantle of Elijah, which is what Santa Claus wears, so that the children don't see the truth. Yeah, it's there to protect them. All the disbelief. So I need to find that mantle today. Present myself to my doctor, and hopefully all the disbelief of my doctor will just go away. Sure. Won't even exist. It's not even a thought. She's going to give me my referral. She's going to give me what I want. Now, as to not taking the other referrals, it's not like before. It's not like I haven't done that. There was been other referrals that I've taken from her that I just didn't use. And I told her later, I'm not not going to do that referral. So it's okay, because you can do that. Change of plan. Yeah, perspective of what being presented. It's just like the urologist guy. I don't need to go through 6 months of recovery only to find out that what I have is a recurring thing. That's what he was trying to express. That it's going to reoccur. And that the recovery is going to be worse than the condition you're in. So remove it. Cut it off. And don't drain it, just take it. But then he's got this weird thought, so I said, no, I'll go for a second opinion. But it's hard in a general practitioner to go for a second opinion beyond the thermometer, right? They're going to look at diagnostics only. Yeah. I guess really internal medicine is the only way to go. Yeah. And if you think, I was talking with Jeff, and I let him handle everything with Redmond the cat, because it was his expense and his decision to go with the chemo and all that. But he had to fight his general practitioner of the cat, the regular vet, to do something about it. Oh no! So he got on the phone and called someone who specializes in that condition. And he called him and told him, this is an emergency and my doctor's not responding to this cat. And the necessity that this lymphoma can be treated. And he goes, oh, no, you bring him here right now. And they immediately did the pleural effusion, draining the fluid around the heart. The cat was able to breathe again. Redmond was able to eat again. It looked like he was going to gain his weight again. He was going to get better. He was all shaped on the side and stuff. But then, as each treatment, and it went through 14 treatments for that poor cat. Yeah. But the mindset of the original vet was the same. That Jeff had to fight to get the motivated factor involved for treatment. Yeah. Shouldn't be that way at all. Not at all. No. Because every life is a valuable thing. It's a gift. I mean, we're born to inherit the earth. Truly, we're born on a planet. We're gifted by being born. This is our whole planet. Belongs to those who were born here. All of us. It's an incredible feeling. All living things. Not just the 10% or the 1%. No, not at all. So, anyways, I hope that helps me. I hope this helps me get this brain of mine, spirit flowing, the mind, body, spirit in a flowing capacity of of utilizing, not, it's putting on the whole armor of God is what I'm trying to do, to stand up to something that's potentially harming me internally. Yeah, I believe in spontaneous healing, and I believe the power of the healer. But I am no such person. I'm not a healer. If I was, God, so many things, so many miracles could have taken place. Can't tell you how many times I had an animal in my hands, a bird or a small animal, in its death throes, praying, come back. And the gaping, that when the gaping begins, that's it, it's over. And they didn't come back, which is kind of sad. And then, of course, Dargo, I cried over Dargo's legs, and it wasn't that anything I could do until the doctors finally stepped up and did the right thing, paid for his surgery. Yeah, that was a long time ago. And now he's a menace, he's a menace. He was too young when he ended up spending almost the entire 3 weeks at the veterinarian emergency clinic in the hospital. So he was separated from us at a young age. And what he went through there was all cast and changing bandages and putting in all those titanium things in him. And so dealing with him now, I can see why he's cantankerous. But as long as he knows that furniture can fly. If he turns on me, furniture flies. I have no problem with furniture flying in every direction. I wouldn't intentionally hurt him. No, I would put a hole in the wall just to scare him. But to make him stop. Because if it was any other predator, I would fight for my life. Oh, you bet. Bears and tigers and lions and tigers and bears. Sharks. Honey, I'm not going out there. No way, they eat people. I don't want that. No Bigfoots. No Bigfoot barbecues for me. I don't want to be eaten by something. I don't know. I know the whole saying that, it's not what you eat, it's what eats you that you become. I don't want to be a bear. I don't want to be a lion. I don't want to be a shark. I don't want to be, I'm just a parasite. That's what I am. I'm a parasite. See, I'm a parasite living off of a host body. That's what I am. And I want to have a good life. I want to have a life filled with joy. And joy can be purchased, you can purchase your joy. But joy can equally be found in everything. The smallest little drop of joy. Every flower I see. And until the evil ones remove all the flowers, well, they could never remove my joy. Until they remove all the flowers. And they are trying that, aren't they? With the Monsanto effect, and then of course every seed pack I buy is not what it says it is. I just bought viola seeds and planted them here on the windowsill. Oh, it's 7 o'clock, I gotta get Jeff up. But if it doesn't come up, or if something else comes up, I'm just gonna be totally blown away that the industry has lost their minds too. It's because the machines are running everything and not people. The machine is spitting in the wrong seeds in the wrong packs, and then, irradiating the seeds, and then killing the germ before we even get them. So we just think we're bad gardeners. Oh, I'm just nothing sprouted. No, I'm just terrible. I have a black thumb. It's not true. It's not true at all. Okay, so I guess this is a short video. Maybe I'll do something later. Anything to give me the kind of confidence to stand up. Okay.